Do I look good or not?
You look great. Phenomenal.
Okay.
All right.
We're going to count down or no? Just going to.
Well, I figured, we should probably 3, 2, 1. Feels good to be back.
Be back feels good to be. Welcome
It
back to the
does.
Don and Dev show. Oh,
All right, sweet. Okay. 3, 2. Oh, we're not gonna not gonna count down this time, or
are we going on go or one?
or going on the one after go? Okay.
The
3.
one after go.
Feels good to be back.
Finally, welcome back. Can't do that.
Nope, not anymore. Second wave. Welcome back, everybody.
To Tess and Shot Puts Talk Sports, the podcast.
Is that?
I'm Shot Put.
Who am I? Who are you? You're not Shot Put.
Am I Don or are you Dev?
Welcome back, everybody, to the Don and Dev show. I think I'm Don, right?
And I'm Dev. That sounds right.
And here we are. It has been a minute, ladies and gentlemen.
A hot minute.
The hottest. It's like 97 outside.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty hot.
Not only does it look good, but it's also a high temperature. And I think that's why we use the word hot.
Yep. I agree. And it's been since April that we have actually sat down and recorded.
That is absurd.
That rings a bell. Did we do something in April?
So
was
long
like-
ago.
Yeah. Can't even tell anymore. But
We have a new setup, and that's what we've been working on this whole time that
this
we've been
entire
gone.
time, we have not slacked off editing at all.
We have not taken 1 minute to ourselves. It's literally been all this set.
Yeah.
And I think it looked good.
We built this couch from scratch.
Our bare hands.
Yep. We used only what we had with us in the quarantine zone.
We got cameras, 3 of them again. You don't know how much effort this took.
Yeah. This.
You
Took
should be
about-
paying us to do this. Am I right?
Are we throwing it to an ad now?
I don't think so. I hope not.
Yeah. So we basically spent 2 months working on a new setup, and if you haven't watched the last episode of April Absurdity, go watch that.
Or
because-
June Jubilee.
Yeah.
Less absurdity. Less April, more absurdity. It's
Exactly.
very absurd.
It's absurd.
I made some big arguments, and to be frank, it really did not help at all. And I'm bringing back Frank
You know,
in the new summer.
it amazed me how he chose what he chose after not knowing
What
what
it
pizza
was.
noodles was.
He woke up that day not even knowing
Yeah.
what they were and ended the day
You shouldn't
ruining
have,
lives.
Yeah, you shouldn't have said goulash because that just made him.
That made it a connection. Goulash
Yeah.
is decent. It's really, even when you make it good, it's
Yeah.
decent. But I digress. It's over, and I accept the L that I took. Fat one. A fat L.
Pizza noodle party.
Pizza noodle.
2020.
Yeah. The pizza noodle party.
Exactly. So, since then, a lot has gone on. A lot has gone on in our lives.
What's been going on in our lives? Let's talk.
Well,
What's been going on in your life in these times? We haven't seen each other at all. We have literally not
No.
interacted with each other since the last.
except for
Since the
building
second
the
episode.
set.
Right.
But we didn't talk.
We came in at different times and
Yeah.
built. We didn't talk or look at each other.
So, we just kind of built a set independently, and we both left notes, like couples do,
Mm-hmm.
about like what needed to get done, and just that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So, we haven't seen each other. It's been 2 months since we last recorded, and honestly, I'm a different person now.
Really?
My complexion is darker, hopefully.
It is.
Hopefully.
I've only gotten paler. Hopefully. And
And so, yeah, we basically finished up quarantine. No one's in quarantine anymore,
well,
except we're
only
also
the
about to-
responsible people that know what they're doing, but
We
we've
were-
been so we had to adjust to get into quarantine, and now you're all probably wondering like how am I supposed to get out of this groove, that I'm in?
How am I supposed to, just get back to normal life when I created this whole routine for quarantine, just to keep myself in check, not from going insane?
I saw this fact the other day. 50% of Americans are in debt because they bought so many board games. And you're thinking to yourself, how many garage sales do I have to get rid of these suckers? And I think that's what we're all wondering in deep down, whether you have board games or not. How are you going to sell those things off with how many board games everybody bought? Did you see that statistic?
I didn't, but that's interesting.
It's real, and I didn't make it up right now. So, what were you going to say?
Okay. Well, first of all, how would you have I don't think a garage sale would work personally because I feel like social distancing, whatever, in a garage or a driveway, whatever, yard sale, there's not that much room. If it gets busy during the day or something, there's not that much room to socially distance.
Well, if it's a good garage sale, I don't even know. I don't really know a lot of good garage sales that are ragers. If you're getting a rager of a garage sale that's you got 50 people coming, and they're all going to be buying your board games. I mean, you need the people.
I don't have a 6-car garage. I have a 3-car garage.
Yeah.
It only holds 2 cars now, but.
Okay. This is starting to be a bummer. And we have not even gotten into it. But we're trying to get back into normal life. We've already transitioned. So how do we do that? How do we get back into normal life? I'll answer that question today.
We're not on Dr. Phil.
That's a question we're here to answer for you today.
So, I think the first thing that you probably should start doing, and whether you developed a routine in quarantine, a different routine or whatever, it did not. I think that starting another routine similar to the one you had before.
Mm-hmm. You want to stick to the routine because, routines are good and nobody really had any routines during, before the coronavirus. I forgot the name for a second,
pandemic.
which is probably good. But, yeah, people didn't stick to them as strict. And then when they actually got into the quarantine, I feel like a lot more people adopted them. And so I think it's good to stick with that. It's good to have a little bit of structure to your life. That's what I'm going to be doing.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of routine do you got going right now? I see you got a bodybuilding routine, but, other than that,
Bed by 3, wake up at least by 1 o'clock in the morning. By 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Bed by 3 a.m.?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. What are you doing?
What am I doing right now?
Yeah, what does your routine consist of?
Well, to sleep from 3 to 1.
Okay.
Then, we would see each other at the Frisbee golf courses.
Yep.
Trying to get our game down for league when we're going to play in
it's postponed right now, but
the World Frisbee Golf League that we're going to play in.
What about the World Bags Tournament?
The cornhole tournament?
No, the Bags Tournament. The real one, not the fake.
And this is what we want to get into, folks. Now, bags is the pizza noodles of words.
What?
Overused.
Pizza noodles of words?
Overused, overrated. Cornhole is how you say it. And I know Dante isn't really for the bags anymore. But to be frank with you, everyone, and I am going to keep that going, it's cornhole. Everybody knows that. If you call it bags, you're wrong. And I know a few people that are very passionate about bags. Bags, oh my gosh, it's the dumbest way to, that's so boring. Cornhole has some flair to it. Bags, I'm going to go play bags. Let me go play bags. I'm going to go play bags with my aunt and uncle. I'm going to go play some cornhole at my cookout. And then I might.
No question.
I'm going to put some kebabs on their skewers. Play some cornhole.
Listen.
Do you see how many K's and C's there are in that?
Cornhole.
Bags.
Cornhole.
B-A-G-S? Are you kidding me?
I'm going to go bop some tunes with my boys playing bags at Libs.
That slapped. That sentence slapped. I understand how you say that now. Cornhole is how you say it, though. Okay, continue.
I am not a huge advocate either way for cornhole or bags. I think you can call it what you want, and if it's widely accepted enough, who cares?
Right.
But I think it is bags in the sense that it's the modernized version. Because cornhole is what you called it, when you were living in a sod house on the Oregon Trail.
Cornhole is what you called it. What?
When you lived in a sod house? Back in the day, 1860s, whatever, whenever the Oregon Trail was a thing, was trendy.
Buffalo Bill Cody called it cornhole.
Yeah, he did. So you'd go outside your sod house and you'd probably be like, man, there is literally nothing out here except corn.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just put it into a
Cloth. Washcloth.
or a bag, you could call it, and let's throw it in a hole, and we'll call it cornhole. Now, I'm sorry, but how much corn do you put in a bag and then, just
How do
throw
you
it?
live in Nebraska and miss the opportunity to put the word corn into a word? How do you do that as a person, as a Nebraskan, as a corn husker, and you call it bags? We're not from the bag state.
I
We're
am
from
a
the
city
corn
slicker.
state. You're the city slicker?
I'm
Living in. Look at this guy,
Please
guys.
stop.
Seriously.
This is way too close to home. People
This
are
is
gonna-
his address. We'll put it up on screen. We'll bleep out where he's from, what I just said.
I'm going to have to bleep all of this. We're going to go ahead and cut it to an ad. We're halfway.
He has sisters.
So
Their names will be on
let's
the
just
screen.
do that right now. And we're back. Sorry about that. Things got a little heated.
I'd just like to apologize for my actions. He does not live where I said he lived. He does not have any sisters. Just
Thank you.
5 brothers.
Yes, I appreciate that. You didn't have to say that.
And I'd also like to apologize on the topic of apologies. A while back, when the coronavirus was a youngin' and it wasn't serious, I said that masks weren't important. I said that they were for idiots, and I said that,
And that you
we
just
should
wanna
take
cough on
pictures.
'em.
Yeah,
Yep.
cough down their throat, and I
Yep.
think that's illegal to say these days.
Yep.
In the
that's a
climate that
terrorist
we're in,
threat.
this warm climate that we're in today. I would never do that.
Didn't I? You remember that one day when we went to Walmart and you saw the person with the mat and you were like,
Hmm?
do you remember that?
The person with the what?
The person with the mask.
Do you
and
live-
you
what?
you caught
Where do you live?
nowhere. I'm homeless. I'm homeless.
So you're gonna be wanting to be go outside a lot more.
You're wanting me to go outside a lot because it's warm. It's nice outside.
Yeah.
And, what better thing is there to do than go, outside, play bags, do frisbee golf, all those different things.
Mm-hmm. We've been really embracing all the sports lately. What
Yes,
are all the
we
sports
have.
that we played? We played frisbee golf,
Cornhole.
Yeah, that's right.
Honestly,
Basketball.
it's probably cornhole.
I've been balling up. I'm a wrestler. I wrestle, but I also have been balling up now in my
He's been working on his game.
ball handling skills. We destroyed some adults in basketball, a pickup game.
Yeah, it was not pretty. You don't want to look at the crime scene footage from that, but
Yeah, they're there to these days. Their ankles went to the hospital.
yeah,
I'm
it's
afraid.
we sent the defenders.
Very serious.
Yes.
To their grave.
Basketball, frisbee golf, cornhole,
Played a little football.
a little football. I've played soccer once, I think.
I'll tell you who's getting into croquet. Is it croquet or yeah? Croquet, isn't it?
Yeah, it's croquet.
Tyler Slechta of Adam Central. Don't have his permission to use his name, but I'll get it.
He's been on here.
He's been on here, and he's been playing croquet. And I'd like to know everybody's opinion on that because I feel like
Is it a rich person sport?
it's a rich person sport, isn't it? The only
Isn't it?
the only context that I've seen it in
is
is
in giant mansions with people in tuxedos.
Alice in Wonderland.
Exactly.
She used a flamingo head to hit the hedgehog who was tied up into
Animal
the
cruelty.
hedges, and Alice had to go get the hedgehog and helped him out. Alice went over. She was too big. The red-haired heart queen went over and gave her some clothes and some curtains, and so.
We don't need to explain the whole plot.
Do you
but
not? Do you get?
I've
the
never
plot?
seen it actually.
You've never
but
seen Alice in Wonderland.
No,
Well, you'd understand. Croquet
I know croquet.
is a rich
Fuck.
person sport, played by the Queen of Hearts.
Yes. Let me
Just to get that out of the way, in case anyone was wondering.
Yeah, I don't know. He doesn't see it that way, but we think it is. It
Ye-
seems like. There we go. Queen of Hearts.
You've been learning magic too.
I have been learning magic.
He's pretty much a modern day David Blaine. David Blaine is a modern day David Blaine. I don't know why I said it like
I'm
that.
Houdini. Modern day Houdini.
Who done it? I don't know. Anyway,
I digress.
we
digress.
both do. It's just kind of getting back into the swing of things.
Yeah,
So our schedule
we're
is
cleaning
going
off
to
some
be,
rust.
we're dusting off the books, blowing
Yeah.
them off. And
just
we're going
how
to
it
be,
is.
yeah, we're going to be switching up content. We're going to try and figure out if we want to do 1 week, once a week, once every 2 weeks, just whenever we want to get to it.
It's basically going to coincide with our schedules that week, that, just if we upload that week or not. But we're not going to do 2 months without uploading again.
Going to try not to. But, I mean, we've got more rival podcasts coming up. We're going to talk about those in a later episode. I'm very excited. I need to do my research. Talking a lot of, throwing shade, I should say. They're throwing a
Yes.
lot of shade.
They've been
Behind
dissing
closed
on us.
doors, yeah.
Well, open doors, but
The door was open, that's why, that's a
heard it.
big reason why I heard this shade being thrown, and it hit me right in the face. I was down and out for about 3 days.
So, yeah, we're not happy about that.
Mm-mm.
So, you know who you are.
Mm-hmm. Referenced earlier in the episode.
Anyway,
Yeah.
we completely digressed from our topic,
Our topic being,
getting back to normal life. But,
that's part of getting back to normal life, our schedule.
yeah, that's true.
We're just going to try and, we might even be introducing vlogs.
We could be. Don and Dev Vlogs.
But we need to make sure we have the right thing, and we kind of want to get into it slow, and we want to make sure we're doing the right thing.
We want to make sure they're high quality and interesting.
Snappy. Yeah.
Yes.
We don't want it to be like a 30-minute vlog, you know what
no,
I mean?
no.
Nobody wants to watch that. Nobody wants to watch
I-
this. But here we are, doing
Still
it
making
for you.
podcast episodes.
We're going to have an art board. Right behind us, you can see the poster.
Don Dev Show. Back when we were still in our winter attire.
So
Got
young.
the merch, though.
So young.
Yes.
Long hair.
We have changed a lot since then.
Those baby blues staring right in the face.
There we are. We look very serious for having a comedic podcast.
Is this supposed to be comedy? Because
Entertainment.
it's something.
It's not
Somebody
really-
probably laughed at some point. I think
Probably
the first
not.
bit was pretty good.
Yeah.
I think I laughed at it probably more than anybody else
I
would.
think you probably shouldn't have said that thing about, like, where I live.
Oh, when you. See, on the other hand, I'd actually like people to come and visit me. I'm bored most of the time.
Okay. So, like,
Don't leave it in, but I mean, if somebody wants to, like, go
if
through the
anyone
trouble.
knows where Devin lives, and I did not bleep that part out, pay him a visit.
Listen, go to Hastings. Get on your satellite view. Just go to Hastings. Look around.
You'll find it.
Take a look.
It's the only house at of Hastings.
So
So if you see one,
knock on my
Steps.
door. Say hi.
love visitors.
Mhm.
All kinds of visitors.
Yeah, it's
Day
one
or
of the
night?
houses. One of the houses of Hastings. Knock on the door. If I'm not there, it's not my house. So
Ask for as well.
don't ask for. Ask for.
Everything specific is going to be bleeped. I hope you know that.
Well, that's okay. I don't know who to ask for.
Ask for Dev.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you ask for that? Yeah, that makes sense.
But,
What doesn't make sense is that we have to end it here.
yeah,
Nothing ever makes sense when you have to end things.
I hope you guys enjoyed us cleaning the rust off a little bit. We're getting back into things.
It's really just an update, trying to look fly, on the
We're in our
fly,
summer gear.
with the fly.
Fly guy.
I'm Dev.
This was your favorite podcast from your most summery people. I'm Don.
I'm Dev.
And we'll see you next time.
I'll see ya.